fresh showdown in Kerala, where the Travancore Devaswam board has issued a notice banning RSS shakhas from Hindu temples. The temple board has threatened strict action. The notice says that the use of temple properties and assets for holding mass drills by groups like the RSS stand banned. This move is a reiteration of the 2021 notice that said that nothing other than temple rituals and festivals should be held on temple premises. The Congress has welcomed the move, accusing Sangha organizations of spreading hatred. Meanwhile, the BJP has said the RSS continues to follow the rule of law, calling the action politically motivated. This has once again sparked the debate over control of temples. Is centralized management of temples becoming a garb for political control?
RSS is a Sangha Parivar organization. They are spreading hatred among the people. They are trying to make division among the people. The premises of the temple cannot be used for such purposes.
Shakhas and activities of RSS is going on according to the laws and rules prevailing in these countries. If anything against that thing happens here, the government can take an action.
Kerala Devasam board is clearly manned by people who are irreligious, so-called secular, have no sense of dharma, because even gods of Hindus carry weapons. But RSS does not carry weapon. That itself is a false premise. They have alleged that RSS offices are storehouse of weapons.
Joining me, Tom Vadakkan, spokesperson of the BJP, Binoy Viswam is our Rajya Sabha member of the CPI. We have Sumanth Raman and also Rahul Easwar. Tom, why should temple premises be opened for other activities? Mr. Vadakkan, if you can hear me.
Yeah.
Yes.
The question, I'll have to reword it for you. What is the government doing controlling temples and only temples in Kerala? What is the business of the state to control temples alone? No church, no masjid, nothing else. All income coming in from the temple goes to the government. This is a policy. First, we question that. Now, this whole issue about ban, this came in 21, I understand, and now this is a reiteration. This is basically appeasement in capital letters. In fact, the social work that the RSS does, I remember when I was visiting Kerala during tsunami, it was the RSS volunteers that I found working among people. This is an organization that works, I mean, there's a national part, national...
No, but Mr. Tom Vadakkan, nobody is taking away what the kind of work that RSS does, you know, particularly during the disaster management and other support. The question here is what has been said by Kerala's leader of opposition, V.D. Satheesan, who says that 90% of the Hindus in Kerala are against the Sangh Parivar, and hence the believers are of the opinion that such drills should not be allowed.
Satheesan has his view because he's part of the same coin. Essentially, both of them are playing the same game of appeasement. Who will get I'm sorry to use the community's word, but the Muslim vote. Okay. They're playing that card. But it really doesn't solve any problem.
Okay, here, Binoy, will you please respond to this? Why are you playing the card of appeasement?
In 1958, since 1958, when the first CPM government came in, there was no problem at all since then.
Okay, since 1958, if an exercise has been going on, why is the government of the day having problem all of a sudden?
Precisely.
Mr. Binoy, please go ahead.
I think that RSS is trying to make this country a land of communal hatred. And I'm very sure that RSS have no right to tell that they represent the Hindus as a whole. Only a very small part of the Hindus, very, very small part of the Hindus, they can only follow the dictates of the RSS. RSS is not the champion of the Hindu religion. Hindu religion is a great religion.
But Mr.
which
Binoy,
is
if
not a-
something has been going on for so long, what prompted the state government to do so, and why is the CPI standing with them?
No, it is very clear. The temples are the places for worship, to worship the gods, to uphold the faith of the people, and such a place has all sanctity and sacred nature. And nobody, may be RSS or somebody else, have no right to go there and make that place.
But the
a place
shakas
of
were
their-
operating in many temples and performing drills there. So you are not giving the reason as to why this circular has been issued in the first place.
No, the reason is that it hurt the real believers and their faith. Their faith is not for communal hatred, not for the drills. They are not for the communal anger.
Okay.
They always want to.
Okay, Mr. Tom
uphold the
Vadakkan, please
unity of the
respond to this.
Yes, I am not getting his audio very clear, but I want to ask him a question very straight. Since 1958, Nambudri Park government was there, nothing happened. And that question you repeated, he has no answers. Now, why is the government involved in controlling the temples alone? That question has not been answered. And why is a social organization? There's been no riots in Kerala, not initiated by the RSS. You kill people in the RSS, and what happens later is vendetta happens. So it is not that the RSS is hyperactive. It is the killings that how many of our RSS workers have been killed. Do you have any idea? And why? Because the state supports, the police supports, and this can't continue for long. People of Kerala, they know what is happening. The reality is staring.
Okay.
So more you
Okay,
act-
Rahul Easwar, help us understand, the Travancore Viswam board actually is a statutory and autonomous body which is functioning in the southern region of India. It manages the administrative work of close to 1,200 temples. Are they also being used for politics here?
No, two humble submissions. One, RSS is a cultural organization. You may agree or may not agree with them. For example, I am not from RSS. I have never visited Shagas, but I have the greatest respect for RSS because after Mahatma Gandhi's assassination and Sardar Patel's death, Sangh or RSS really provide a framework for the Hindus and was the torchbearer for Hindu causes. So that's the reason why every Hindu respects RSS in that way. Second, RSS, NSS, SNDP, such socio-cultural organization, all should be welcome. Both the Dalit community organization, Brahmin community organization, and all the other socio-cultural organizations should be welcome inside the temple. We should have an attitude of embracing everyone and not alienating anyone. The whole idea of ban this, ban that is very unfortunate. That is antithetical to the very liberal pluralistic principles that we have. RSS also has a Muslim Rashtriya Manch. RSS also have something like a Christian Rashtriya Manch. RSS has evolved into a much more inclusive, much more pluralistic framework. And Guruji Golwalkar, people like Guruji Golwalkar.
So tell me, as someone who comes from the state, do you see this decision as appeasement?
No, this decision is more of political. CPM guys basically hate RSS because CPM is more of a left-leaning organization and RSS is more of
So this is an ideological fight which is playing out, Binoy.
Correct.
Go ahead. Binoy.
Yes, my friends, both of them we were pleading for the RSS. Some in an open way and some saying that not for the RSS. But both of them on same arguments are telling RSS is great. But everybody knows. And one of the enthusiasts who pleaded for the RSS are telling here that it can be equated with the NSS, SNDP, Dalits and everybody. It's not true. It's a big lie. NSS, SNDP, Dalits are all something else. The RSS is a different perspective, a different entity, and that entity is living and working and preaching only hatred among the people. That is not the Hinduism. The name of Hinduism, they are preaching the ideologies of killings and dividing the people.
Okay, so you are
the country
saying,
knows it.
okay.
In their
Sumanth
hand,
Raman,
even now you can see the bloodstains of
the
Mahatma
larger
Gandhi.
question here is about 1,200 temples, the administrative work of which is under this board, including the Sabrimala Mandir in the south. Is this pure politics which is happening?
Not at all, not at all. We support the
Sumanth
Sabrimala temple. We support all the temples and we are with the temples. We are with the believers.
No. can I speak?
No,
now? Yeah.
Let me complete, please. No. This is not the way of a discussion. I here for a discussion, not
The
for.
question was to me.
No, please.
Sir,
Okay.
sir, the question was to me.
Yes. Sumanth Raman.
No, I couldn't hear.
Yes, Binoy, I'm
Yeah.
coming to you. 30 seconds. Yes. Go ahead, Sumanth.
Yeah. Look, the issue is the RSS, whatever it may like to think, does not represent the vast majority of opinion of Hindus. Their political ideology is Hindutva, which is something quite different from Hinduism. So a large proportion of the Hindus, and that is what the CPM government says, do not necessarily subscribe to the ideology or the political philosophy of the Sangh Parivar. Therefore, I think the government is perfectly justified. There is an issue as to whether government should be running temples. That's a separate debate in
But
itself.
Sumanth Raman, practice which has been going on for 5 to 6 decades, all of a sudden a state government takes a call of this nature, questions will be asked if this is politically motivated.
Child marriages were going on for centuries. Was there not a movement to stop them? So therefore,
So you are equating this to child marriage? Is that an analogy?
I am equating it to a case where the RSS has, thanks to the power acquired by the BJP in Delhi, become a far more aggressive movement in the last decade than it was earlier. So therefore, the government is quite justified in taking the necessary steps. Had the RSS been in the same manner that they were in, say, 1965 or 1975, perhaps the government may not have found necessity to ban them, to ban the shakas inside the temple.
No, so Sumanji, just 2 points. Just one question. Had Mahatma Gandhi been alive, would he have called for banning RSS? Gandhiji himself went to the shakas. Gandhiji himself spoke to the Sangh leaders. So please remember, always have that inclusive attitude. He should be embracing people, not pushing them away. You may disagree with RSS in 1 or 2 points.
No, the question here is about the drill inside temples.
This is the real face of the RSS.
No, sir. RSS is a Hindu cultural organization. If Hindus are not congregating inside our temples, where else are they going to go? And Hindu social life, there is a temple at the center.
Rahul,
Anti-human, anti-Hindus.
Distinction.
It's a fascist organization.
It's a Hindutva
Killing of the
organization.
people. Right from
Yes,
Don't call it a Hindu organization. It's a Hindutva organization.
A strand
Yes,
of
I am a Hindu. I am a Hindu. I don't
and Hindus are
people like Guruji
Face of
Golwalkar
arts.
or Dr. G. They are great. They were even congressmen. Dr. G was a congressman. Guruji Golwalkar was a moderate. So there are many people in that strand. So please don't be alienating anyone,
My
banning
friends,
anyone.
this is the real face of RSS.
Rather
One man really can telling I'm not RSS and beginning completely for the RSS. This is the real face of RSS.
No, but you are
Utterly
not.
killing the people to the core.
Okay, Sumanth.
Why should a private organization, an NGO, be allowed to perform shakas inside temples? Now, I could tomorrow set up an NGO and then I could claim the same privilege. I mean, it's simple logic, just saying that, it's been going on for 5 decades or 6 decades and therefore you cannot stop it.
No, but
Sir,
the
if
reason
you are
has not
having a
been
spiritual
given.
organization, please
If you
come
look
to
at the circular, it just says 90% of the Hindus in Kerala are against the Sangh Parivar. I mean, that cannot be the reason for something to continue for 7 decades and then being stopped all of a sudden.
No. 90%, the government saying that may not be a very wise thing, because have they done a survey to find out that it is actually 90% or not 92%
Yes,
or 85%?
so
we
the
don't
question
know.
is there any basis of this practice being stopped? Binoy,
Oh, absolutely.
Political tug of
That
war.
it was allowed for so long is incorrect.
Yes. Binoy, please respond.
Political tug of war.
Mr. Binoy, isn't it fair to say that because you are seeing BJP as a political opponent, you are trying to stop them in their ideological push? Say it that way.
No, the government.
Because
the
it's
government
the left
of Kerala,
versus right ideology. It's a political ideology, political fight which is playing out.
You forget the politics. You just tell me in which stricture of the Hindu religion they say that temples can be made used for the computer gadgets. In which strictures of the Hindu religion they say that the religious people who is not of this religion can be killed by the other religion.
Okay.
With no strictures which tell them that if somebody is
These are political
reaching for
statements.
Ishwar, Allah, Tere Naam can be murdered. which is not strictures of the Hindu religion.
And that's the reason why RSS has a Muslim Rashtriya Manch. RSS has
has so many faces. RSS has Rahul Easwar with them, who says that not RSS, but who pleads for RSS.
Mr. Vadakkan, go ahead.
RSS has all faces.
Put something and record.
RSS stands for Ravana, not for Rama.
You are saying RSS. Okay. Binoy, Mr. Vadakkan, will you respond to the specific point that has been made right now? Yes, please.
I couldn't hear him. Can you repeat what he said?
Mr. Binoy, will you say it?
RSS is a organization which has 100 faces. Just now you heard Rahul Easwar told us that he is part of the RSS. But from the beginning to the end, he was pleading only for the RSS ideology, tactics.
No, sir, we have to be inclusive.
I couldn't hear him.
Pushing
Can you repeat
This
it?
is RSS saying something and doing something else. The who part?
There's some problem with this audio.
Okay. Tom Vadakkan, go ahead.
I can't hear what he's saying, but I have a point to make. The point I'm trying to make is that first they ran this campaign against the RSS on the assassination of Mahatma Gandhi. The ban came in. 23 days after that, the Home Minister Sardar Patel wrote to the Prime Minister.
Tom, there seems to be some problem with your line. I have just enough time for Rahul Easwar.
And now the
Rahul, 30 seconds quickly wrap, and I'm going to wrap this debate. Yeah.
The whole point is we should have a Gandhian approach of embracing everyone and not alienating anyone. Let RSS and all the cultural organizations come to the temple and do their activities. Don't push anyone away, but include everyone. That is the right approach.
All right. Rahul Easwar, Sumanth Raman, Binoy Viswam, and Tom Vadakkan, thank you so much. We are slipping into a short break. Up next, exchanges have begun for 2,000 rupee notes. We decode the currency cleanup after a quick break. Stay with us.